And we're continuing to get you more details from Canada. What's been seen on camera is open bias by Trudeau's cops. Hindu devotees were attacked. Cops smear spectators on camera. The devotees were seen pleading and cops were completely unmoved. Pro-Khalistani rampage with tacit support is what it seems to be.
Yes. They're allowed to protest peacefully. Where they're standing, no one's allowed. No.
Hello, sir. Sir, excuse me, sir. When they started assaulting, right? Did you take any action?
He was there and he was.
Are you supposed to take any action?
I just got here.
No, but who? There were two people here. Why didn't they take? Have they not getting paid from the government? Why didn't they take any action?
So you're listening to me. Thank you. So when the other officers get here, I'll speak to them. Then we'll come and get your information.
Yes.
Then we'll find out.
No, but the problem is why did they stop? Why didn't they say anything to them?
Is that allowed? Is that freedom of speech?
No, I know.
Is that freedom of speech?
I understand.
No, I get
What if they do with Canadian flag?
But is that freedom of speech?
What if they do with
I don't know
Canadian
what
flag?
he's doing. I don't know what he's doing.
He's citing
One at a time. One at a time. They're allowed to protest peacefully. Where they're standing, no one's allowed. No.
Hello, sir. Sir, excuse me, sir. When they started assaulting, right? Did you take any action?
He was there and he was.
Are you supposed to take any action?
I just got here.
No, but who? There were two people here. Why didn't they take? Have they not getting paid from the government? Why didn't they take any action?
So you're listening to me. Thank you. So when the other officers get here, I'll speak to them. Then we'll come and get your information.
Yes.
Then we'll find out.
No, but the problem is why did they stop? Why didn't they say anything to them?
Is that allowed? Is that freedom of speech?
No, I know.
Is that freedom of speech?
I understand.
No, I get
What if they do with Canadian flag?
But is that freedom of speech?
What if they do with
I don't know
Canadian
what
flag?
he's doing. I don't know what he's doing.
He's citing
One at a time. One at a time. They're allowed to protest peacefully. Where they're standing, no one's allowed. No.
Hello, sir. Sir, excuse me, sir. When they started assaulting, right? Did you take any action?
He was there and he was.
Are you supposed to take any action?
I just got here.
No, but who? There were two people here. Why didn't they take? Have they not getting paid from the government? Why didn't they take any action?
So you're listening to me. Thank you. So when the other officers get here, I'll speak to them. Then we'll come and get your information.
Yes.
Then we'll find out.
No, but the problem is why did they stop? Why didn't they say anything to them?
Is that allowed? Is that freedom of speech?
No, I know.
Is that freedom of speech?
I understand.
No, I get
What if they do with Canadian flag?
But is that freedom of speech?
What if they do with
I don't know
Canadian
what
flag?
he's doing. I don't know what he's doing.
He's
One at a time. One at a time.
I'm going across straight to Pooja for more details on that story. Pooja, as far as those pictures are concerned, this entire act of indifference and perhaps even tacit support there from the administration here caught on camera. It's as brazen gets, isn't it?
Sneha, these are very disturbing visuals that have been coming from Canada over the past few hours. Most of this is mobile footage that has been recorded by the Canadians of Indian origin or the Hindu community that's based there. Remember, they were at their temples. They were, in fact, standing when these Khalistan extremists, clear with the flags in their hand, have come charging. This has been a violent attack. You can see the women are screaming that the main focus here is, remember, on one side, the violence takes place. But many are coming forth on social media, and this is on camera, to also claim that when the cops did come of Canada's police, they charged not at those with the yellow Khalistan flags, but instead at the Hindu devotees who were right there at their temple. This is on camera that the temple has been attacked, on camera that the Indo-Canadians, that the Hindu diaspora and Hindu Canadians who've been there for generations now, who are as much Canadians, have been targeted in this violent manner. But what is more shocking is how the leaders are reacting in Canada. Many, of course, have been questioning Justin Trudeau's silence, are asking if because the cops knew or the Khalistan extremists knew that nothing would be done, that's why this attack has been allowed. But even Pierre Poilievre, who's now a rival to Justin Trudeau, could be the next Prime Minister in waiting. When he put out a statement about violence at the Hindu community, at the Canadians of Indian origin, did not even mention Khalistan or pro-Khalistan extremists. Remember, this is not a hidden protest or attack that happened. They had the flag, they were shouting slogans. It was very clear which group was targeting which group, and yet Pierre Polivet didn't even mention who was behind and who are the accused in this. So this is what is reflective of possibly the situation on the ground. Hindu Canadians
Okay.
are saying that they are trying as much to get together, try to figure out the next step that they can take up, either legally or in solidarity, come together, unite, because there's definitely a feeling of concern. So it remains to be seen what does Canadian Prime Minister say on this, and eventually, has this violence happened because rather than get the communities together, people together, and to resolve and to ensure law and order prevails, instead we've seen what Justin Trudeau has been saying, whether with regard to pro-Khalistan extremists, against India, against the communities, and has that led to eventually some feeling that they have the audacity to go and charge at fellow Canadians itself?
Well, absolutely. And escalating the tensions there even further. Shiv also joining in this morning. Shiv, the fact is that there is always a tendency of the Canadian administration to treat pro-Khalistan elements with kids' glove, as they have done in this case as well. But this is beyond bizarre. It is shocking that the police doesn't do anything when the devotees go pleading to them, saying, why did you look the other way? Why didn't you do something about it?
Not just kid gloves, Sneha. I would go a step further than that to suggest that some of the people on this police force in this footage are pro-Khalistani elements themselves. That's the extent to which the poisoning of Canadian state infrastructure is actually the case. Remember, just a couple of weeks ago, India had highlighted that one of its designated terrorists, a man called Sandeep Singh Sidhu, is an employee, a government employee in the Border Security Force of Canada, a man in charge of border security, immigration, etc. So this is a country where, open threats of violence, a very small non-Sikh community, and I want to highlight this, that pro-Khalistanis are not real Sikhs. There is an attempt here to try and divide Sikhs and Hindus. I think that's the larger gameplay being attempted here with the connivance of the ISI, because remember, the Khalistanis, apart from drug running and gun trafficking, their funding usually comes from the ISI. But the fact that the Canadian police, the fact that, like Pooja was just mentioning, an entire lineup of Canadian politicians, including from both the opposition and the ruling party, have simply, apart from Chandra Arya, I don't think there's a single other Canadian member of Parliament who has even mentioned Khalistan in their tweets and statements, just shows you how mainstream these thugs and terrorists are in Canadian society. B, that they are very much a part of a state-sponsored campaign as part of this diplomatic standoff with India is concerned. And I don't think these attacks are, remember, Sneha, I don't think these two attacks in Brampton and Surrey are, one-off incidents. These are highly organized. They were designed in order to provoke and to escalate the situation. Remember, in any civilized country, if there's a diplomatic standoff going on between two countries, supposed democracy that Canada is, you would imagine that the law enforcement agencies would ensure that nothing happens locally in order to make sure that the global reputation of Canada is protected, and that Canada is not proven to be a country that encourages this kind of thuggery. And yet you've got two attacks. I am told by my sources on the ground in Canada that there's talk that there's going to be a series of such attacks on the Hindu community and Hindu temples across different parts of Canada. And what this means is that it's becoming a boiling point kind of situation where you can actually have rioting, violence, possible deaths, etc. During a very highly charged period. So the ball is squarely, as it has always been, that's my last point, in Trudeau's court. He and his entire government have watched, they have facilitated, they have made excuses, they've called it freedom of expression. Now they're talking about being disappointed and calling it unacceptable, using, as you rightly pointed out, Sneha, kid gloves for people who are plainly terrorists. These are people who are, coming out of their houses in order to attack people who are, going to a temple peacefully. And there's only one word for it, and the word for it is definitely not miscreants.
Well, absolutely. Be with us, Shiv. I'll just come back to you and Pooja in a moment.